Welcome back everyone. Today we'll be finishing our Flash collection and opening up 3 more Flash figures. First, let's take a look at some of the Flash, Reverse Flash, and Kid Flash figures we have opened already. Alright, let's move these aside and check out our 2 new Flash figures we'll be checking out today. So here's both of them. Why don't we start out with this DC Comics Multiverse Flash 2-pack first. We have the DC Rebirth Flash and we have the Justice League Flash. And on each side of the box it shows a picture of the 2 different Flashes that we'll be opening today. Here's another look at the front of the box, and let's open this and check it out. Here's a look at our 2 figures out of the package, and they look awesome. And on the back side of this background, they're interchangeable, so we can have yellow on one side and blue on the other. Let's take a closer look at these. Let's take a closer look at this DC Rebirth Flash. Wow, this is awesome. And we can take all this off if we want to just have the figure by itself with just the Flash suit on. So lots of articulation with both of these figures. We can move the feet up and down. They don't move side to side, but up and down they can. Knees bend. Can't do the split stretch just like our other Flash figures, but we can twist them all the way around. So yeah, lots of good articulation for both of these figures, so we'll have to get them into some really cool action poses. And let's check out this one next. This is the Justice League Flash. Another awesome figure. So we'll check out that articulation. Here's a close-up of his face and his head. And I'll also do a close-up of the other Flash figure. This one looks really awesome. Next, I'll get these ready in some really cool action poses. This is a cool action pose. Now our Justice League Flash is in an awesome running pose as well. This figure also comes with alternate hands and an alternate head. Let's change this out. Now we'll put on the new head. There it is, Flash Unmasked. Now let's check out the alternate hands. These hands are both open, fingers tightly close together, and we'll check out the other hands that are more open hands. Here he is with the open hands and fingers not together. Let's move to our next Flash figure. It's the BendyFigs the Flash. And on the back you can see the Flash and a bunch of other heroes and villains on the back that are also in the BendyFigs. So let's open this and check it out. So the last set we opened was from 2017, and this is from around 2019 or 2020, somewhere around that time. And this actually has a lot of good detail for a BendyFig. Sometimes those BendyFigs don't have much detail, and with the BendyFigs you can bend them and they won't break. So we don't have to worry or concern ourselves with this breaking. And when we bend his arms or legs in a certain position, they're going to kind of work their way down a little bit, although they do stay in certain positions. And this also does come with a figure stand, so this is a good addition to our Flash set. And it says DC on the front, and we can put his feet in the foot pegs. That way he stands up, because without it, he's probably not going to stand too well. Although, yeah, he does kind of stand, but much better on the foot stand, so we'll keep him on there. Let's definitely get a close-up of this figure. Now moving on to our last Flash figure, it's the DC Injustice 2 Flash. This is a much smaller figure than the other ones that we have opened up within this collection. Here's a look at the back. Looks like he's in a really cool running pose, and this is just a standing ready position pose. Here's a look at this Flash out of the package. So again, much smaller than the other Flash figures that we have opened today. We can remove these, and let's get a closer look at this Flash. There's a lot of detail with this figure and lots of articulation. Actually, the most articulation out of any of these Flash figures we've opened so far, because this one can do the side-to-side split stretch. And he also comes with this base, and there's this background and some accessories. We also get alternate open hand or closed hands, but they're open, closed together, fingers tightly closed together, and the other is a fist. Here's what he looks like with an open hand on his left hand. Here's a look at all the Flash figures we opened today, and these two that we opened first are definitely my favorites. Let's add some more figures into the collection that we've already checked out before in previous videos. We have lots of different Kid Flash figures. This one doesn't want to stand too well. So we'll move his arms back a little bit. There we go, stands much better now. Let's get the Flash standing. Reverse Flash. And another Kid Flash. There it is. Lots of figures for our collection. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.